Hello Scorpio, thank you for coming to my channel, Echo Catcher Tarot. Thank you to all my subscribers, all the views, all the comments. I appreciate it so very much. So the challenge for August for your birth chart is to figure out if you're a cusper. Cusper is somebody who's born within a 3-day grace period of when the sign changes. So I myself am born on the day it changes from Leo to Virgo. So that would make me a cusper, but there's a 3-day grace period. So I have like 2 sun signs, and I'm predominantly more one than the other. I feel Virgo, but you know, it just depends. So the full moon is August 3rd, and it's going to be the sturgeon full moon. And sturgeons are called the living fossils because they have been around 136 million years. And they live to be 150 years old. They live in the Great Lakes. And the female sturgeon is not mature until she's 20 years old. And there's 29 different species. That's so amazing. So if they're also known as the stir. So if you see, because when they feed, they stir up sediment at the bottom of the lakes. So if you see a symbol of a sturgeon or a reference to one, it could mean you have a stir, somebody who stirs up drama and stuff in your life. So keep that in mind, like on a totem pole or something like that, or just representation in your life. Remember, you can charge your crystals too on the full moon. Just put them on dirt in the moonlight, if you get the moonlight where you are, and that's how you charge them. So I'm going to start with the Whispers of the Ocean for you, Scorpio. And the first one is 10, every step counts. There is an advantage into taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you can consider your options. And this is the nudibranch gill, which is a sea slug. And it's really beautiful and it's really little. But it talks about how it's overlooked. So if you're feeling overlooked, like people noticing you or noticing your skill or the good qualities about you, just have faith that every step you're taking is moving you towards your future. And the right people are going to notice your beauty. And 10 also could mean an ending, Scorpio. 10 usually means something ends. One door closes, another door opens. So then you have 47, connect to source. Go within to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. And this is the feather starfish that lives upside down, it talks about. So this tells me that there's something unique about you. Both these cards are like unique species that it would be hard to see unless you dive in the ocean. So there's something about you that is really strong and really special that people don't see right off the first glance at you. So connect to source means there's some skill you have that you're not acknowledging, I feel, that you need to, maybe you did it a few years ago when you were younger, or it's been in your mind that you want to do a new skill, but I'm feeling like there's something new that you're moving towards that you are thinking about and you're going to be going towards more. So the next one for you, Whispers of the Ocean, is 37, look beyond the surface. Avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty of a situation. Seek ways to bring depth to your world. And this is the whale, and this talks about in the book the barnacles on the whale, how some people feel they're ugly and they take away from the whale, but people who understand, how do I explain it? Spirituality, the whale is totally fine with the barnacles living on him and growing, and he feels like they are an extension of him, which would be connect to source and every step counts. So this is also an ending. This is 10. So you have 10 twice and then 11. So 10, 11, 10. So if you want to break the numbers down, that would be 1 or 10, you know what I mean? It would just be 10, 11, 10. So a lot of ones, a lot of zeros. Alright, hopefully that makes sense to you. So I'm going to move on to the Chakra Wisdom deck. So yeah, look beyond the surface of something. And usually when I see that card, it has to do with your emotions. Something with your emotions you're keeping at the surface, and you need to dive deep to deal with your emotions. So the first one is King of Wands. Nice, Scorpio. This is the king who does a lot of different things. He could be the entrepreneur, he can plan the romantic dinner, he can pick the kids up from daycare. This is the king who does a lot of things. He's stable to me. And other readers have different meanings for kings, but to me, in this deck, he's the stable king. So Two of Swords is telling me that somebody has their guard up. So you're either the king there or you're this person, but somebody's feeling vulnerable and they're kind of have their back to somebody and they're not seeing what somebody's offering, if that makes sense. So remember too that there's no way this can connect to every single Scorpio out there. So if it doesn't connect, don't force it. And if a queen in this card would... If the cards apply to you, I read them and you decide if they apply to you and who they apply to you in your life, because it's not a personal reading. So what I'm getting at is if this would be a queen instead of a king, feel free to vice versa that energy. So then you have Princess of Wands. So Princess of Wands is somebody who is protected, somebody with new beginnings, very spiritual. It could be fertility, a new baby, possibly. So maybe somebody doesn't want to admit they are possibly pregnant. And Six of Swords. Six of Swords is somebody wanting to move away from something. Somebody wants to leave something in the past. Something, a behavior, a pattern, a person, a relationship, something. And we have the 2 tens up here, and this is moving away from something, ending something that wasn't for somebody's good. And I feel like it's yours. So then we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is player energy. He comes in, he's very emotional, and he doesn't stay. He comes in and goes out. There's a lot of people in this so far, Scorpio. Alright, let me keep going. So Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords could be something coming out on the full moon around the 3rd. It could be a couple days before, a couple days after, of somebody who is jealous of you, somebody who could be lying to you, spying on you. There's somebody who is very angry at you, very jealous. Very jealous. So Knight of Cups. Wow, Scorpio. So Knight of Cups is somebody coming in to offer an apology. So you have 1 king, 2 knights, a princess, and maybe another female. 7 of Cups is regret, being stuck in something from the past that's no longer relevant in your life today. But you're hanging on to something. So I'm going to switch to the Mystical Cats Tarot deck now, Scorpio. And you have 3 of Fire. 3 of Fire is you looking to the universe, asking why things are going the way they are in your life right now. You don't understand it. You're confused. You don't understand why you're not getting what you want. 9 of Fire, this is my addiction card. This says the universe is trying to corral you and keep you on track. And right here is where the crown chakra is open for them to communicate and guide you. So 8 of Sky, you feeling stuck and trapped, and you feel like things are going to get worse, that there's no way out. They're not going to get better. And this is just saying it's in your head, Scorpio. Things are going to get better. If that's not you, that's somebody around you. But things are not as bad, but their head. So addiction, and somebody is making it worse by keeping themselves stuck in their repetitive thoughts. So Sea Kitten is somebody coming in to offer something new. It could be a new friend, a new relationship, something new, a new beginning, just starting, something new. So then the Priestess is clarity. Somebody healing from past hurts and getting clarity on it to where they are learning. They're not shoving their emotions down inside. They're learning from them. This also could be a counselor or mentor, possibly. Three of Sky's third party. This could be mischievous people. This could be a third party in a relationship. It could just be somebody putting something before somebody in a love relationship. So it could be an addiction before somebody in a relationship. That could be the third party. So Eight of C is a couple things. This could be saying that somebody has to be selfish to get themselves out of their addiction. They have to act selfish to break away from it and fake it till you make it, that you're strong and sober and get that way. Or it could mean that somebody around you is selfish and could be taking. So Fire Tom is somebody who takes chances, somebody who plays with fire. They just don't think about things. If they get invited to do something, they do it. So here is the Empress. You have the Priestess and the Empress. This is very powerful. This is new beginnings. This is somebody who's holding themselves to a higher standard. I feel like if this is not you, Scorpio, this person has their back to you. Or you have your back to somebody else. This person is very nurturing, very loving, very domesticated, beautiful. She likes nice things, but she can't deal with taking care of a household and a grown-up that has an addiction that reverts that person back to where she has to school it. She can't school a grown person. So somebody has to get help for their addiction and not depend on your Empress to help you get control of that. I mean, it looks like she has her hands full. She has a family to take care of, and she's trying to hold it together, and it looks like she can, but don't put more on her than what you need to. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's heavy, is all I can say. Okay, let me pull a couple more. So Six of Earth is somebody being generous to somebody and helping somebody. So somebody is there helping. I feel like it could be a little codependent, or what's the word I'm looking for, when somebody does something because they want something from somebody. So be careful of that. And the next one is Seven of Fire. You're going to be defending yourself to other people. And you're meant to do this, is all I can say. This is meant to happen, that you are defending yourself to other people. It's part of a lesson you're supposed to learn. Something within that interaction is going to help you develop self-worth and strength, if that makes sense, Scorpio. I really get so much strength in these Scorpio readings. It's amazing. But yeah, you guys are going to be empowered. I know it's hard for you to believe in all the emotions and the struggles you're going through right now, but you have it in you. You do. So look at this Sea Queen. Again, this could be a mentor, somebody who's guiding you, a mom you call, a sister, an aunt, somebody you call, a wife, a girlfriend, when you are down and out and struggling and you need guidance. You have a couple people it looks like you call, and they're both grounded. The Priestess and the Sea Queen is grounded. They're emotionally able to give you good advice. So then you have Ace of Earth. So this is abundance of some sort. Love and abundance. Like, I feel like somebody cares for you tremendously, Scorpio. If not two people. I feel like they're waiting for you to figure it out and make a decision. I'm looking at the cards and I just see somebody waiting for you, you trying to make a decision, you playing with fire, you defending yourself, you letting people take from you. Maybe this isn't you. Feel free to vice versa energy if this isn't you. Somebody just being childish, somebody being selfish, which is addiction all over it. Childish and selfish. And then somebody's going to get clarity, another person. So I do see a lot of people involved in your life watching you, trying to see you get control of who this could relate to. So I'm going to switch to the Oracle of E. And this is pick up after yourself. Look at this. They're trying so hard to tell you. They are trying to guide you on a path that can guide you away from the dark. You have to help them. You have to let them help you. And part of it is not leaving a mess on the way, not hurting people just for your own reasons. Don't hurt people. I feel like there's somebody out there you could really mess up their life with what's going on, and it's asking you not to do that. Timeout, 22. Double number. They're asking you to take a timeout. Take a timeout, breathe, relax, connect to yourself. I feel like you're kind of in a not a good space right now. GPS. So this is where you're supposed to be. This is upright, masculine energy. You're where you're supposed to be right now. Everything is going the way it's supposed to. I know it's so hard to believe, but this is what the cards are saying. And then 12, hotline. So the universe is your hotline. Ask the universe to help you. Ask the universe to guide you. Ask them to give you strength. They're there for you. They're waiting for you so hard. They're trying so hard to corral you. They are. And I feel like they're trying harder with the stuff going on to get control of the people with addictions. They're really trying as hard as they can to get everyone on track because of the way things are going. And we don't want to, how do I say this? We don't want to mess up somebody's vibration because they're not on track, if that makes sense, because they're not going to listen to the universe. If you listen to the universe and listen to your soul, what it's saying to you and your intuition, and not these negative things you're hearing, if that's you talking to yourself, don't listen to this. Self-sabotage, you got a lot of it. Alright, so now let me go to the Soul's Journey lesson cards, and the first one, Scorpio, is surrender. I can release my need to control. To me, this is a petri dish, and when they put the little swab or whatever sample in the petri dish and it grows, that usually means positive for whatever they put in there. But to me, this means when you surrender, it's going to grow, and it's usually love. Red is passion. So something is going to grow tremendously when you surrender to the universe, or surrender to what you're supposed to surrender to, which would be to accept the things you cannot change and have the courage to do it. So then you have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And I've said this before when I get this card. Both these cards have the light purple around them, which is healing. This is heart chakra and passion chakra. Failure card to me always makes me think of the basketball players. When I've read all the articles about a lot of them, how they have made so many attempts to make baskets, and it takes them so many failures before they really get good and start making the baskets. And some have an exception and they are good at it from the beginning. But most of them who desire it have to do it over and over and over and practice and learn a certain technique to get good at it. And there's something about you, Scorpio, that you have failed at something, but it's what you're meant to do, and you have to figure out another way. You have to keep attempting something. So I feel like you surrendered to failure maybe, and there's something you shouldn't have surrendered to because it's going to be your calling. It's going to be what you're going to make money of, if some of you understand what that makes sense to. It could obviously talk about surrendering and feeling like you failed over addiction for those of you who are dealing with addiction. And you can't look at it as failure. You cannot look at it as failure. Don't self-sabotage. Don't beat yourself up. They say it's a disease. So look at it as you were doing good and then you caught a cold and then the cold got worse. But you have to try and fix the cold. You can't just let the cold take care of itself and it never goes away. You have to nurture it and try and get better. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I know it's different and it's a lot more difficult, but there's an analogy you have to make to simplify it and make it seem like it's possible for you to accomplish that. Alright, so now I'm going to pull the Fantasy Cats Oracle cards for you, Scorpio, and you have sleeping, number 5. 5 has to do, if you add the numbers, it would be a 5. This is change. So when you're sleeping, I feel like you're getting downloaded with information, downloaded with strength, downloaded with guidance. I feel like you're even getting downloaded with glimpses of your future. The universe is trying really hard to get you to see your purpose and your goals and where you're going. And you've been sidetracked, a lot of you, from addictions, is what I'm getting in this reading. And they're trying to right you. And look at how tired you feel and how your eyes are red and you're like balancing your little good part of you. Like, I don't know how to say, like some of you would better care for a little pet of yours than you would care for your own self, is what I'm seeing. And his eyes are tired, but his kitty is sleeping. So you have to rest too. He cannot take care of the kitty when he's getting tired and weak. You see what I'm saying? There's something about you have to nurture and take care of. Switch it the other way around. Pretend you're the kitty and this is somebody who has to take care of you. And what would you do to take care of that kitty if you reversed it? So let's go with the next one for you, is watching, number 11. So I feel like a lot of people are watching you, or you're watching somebody. They're watching you, they have concern, they want you to do well. And I feel like it's somebody who cares about you a lot. Very beautiful person I see, very loving, very hoping you get on track. Okay, now I'm going to switch to the fantasy, or no, I'm going to switch to the angel and ancestors, and then we'll be done. So gosh, powerful reading. I hope this resonates with some of you Scorpios who need some guidance out there, that you are on where you're supposed to be. I'm sorry you're going through a hard time, but you're going to be able to get through this. So the angel and ancestor card that comes up for you is Oracle. Wait for an important information. This is guidance. This is something coming to you where you just feel in your soul and know. I hope this reaches a lot of you out there who need that little spark put in your soul to tell you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Your brain is the strongest thing in your body. I know your body could be fighting addiction right now, but your brain can give you the strength, and you have to do it in the right way. You can't just say, oh, my brain's going to override my body and make your body break. You have to keep your body healthy, but your brain should know how to keep your body healthy. Keep it hydrated, whatever you need to do. If you need to go in a medical setting, then that's what you need to do. And I know that's scary right now, but there's many people out there seeking the same thing right now. And what better time to get control of this than right now? So I feel like a lot of you know, and you're waiting for information. It's coming to you. Oh my gosh, Scorpio. And the next one is Guardian Angel, you are not alone. This is the calling card from heaven. This is somebody in heaven saying that you're where you're supposed to be. They're watching you, they're guiding you, they're holding you. They're sitting right next to you when you're broken and you feel like you failed and you can't go on. They're right next to you. Somebody in heaven is guiding you. And maybe it's somebody who had the same thing you're addicted to and they didn't make it. There's some connection here with heaven. This is the heaven card. You're not alone. This is the third eye. They're trying really hard. Triangle. They're trying really hard to connect with you, somebody in heaven. So they're connecting with you to guide you and help you. You're getting messages. You have 2 cards that say messages and the universe connecting with you. And it opened right up to Guardian Angel. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them in all their past lifetimes and will be there in the lifetimes to come. So know you are never alone and never will be alone. This card is a reminder there is always help and support available to you. They're there to aid you. Remember, they are working hard to guide you. So they're close to you at this time. Try and feel them because they are very close to you. So let me see if I can find the oracle. And here it is too. Be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. Angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time, so look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. She is reminiscent of the Oracle of Delphi, the psychic priestess of ancient Greece who is able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all you can see and gather information in order to make an accurate evaluation of your current situation. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. Scorpio, I hope this helps you a lot. This is so powerful a message to those of you. I hope it reaches the people who it's meant to reach, because it's really powerful. And I feel so much for people who are struggling with addiction. No time is good, but now cannot be good at all. But any time is not good. So bless you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for coming to Echo Catcher Tarot. And I wanted to put it out there too that when I get 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to offer a deck of cards. I can either give somebody a deck of my cards, or I can give you a brand new deck like my deck of your own that is sealed, and you can bless them with your energy. But if somebody wants my deck, I would be willing to part with them. I would just have to sage them so they're all clear of energy. That's why I'm big on cross-contamination, cross-energy. I'm big on that. So, but some people seem okay with it, so I can clear the cards. I'm going on and on. So thank you, Scorpio. Bless you.